Good morning, everybody. It's certainly a beautiful day to be here in Ward 5, celebrating the conclusion of some very needed work in our community. This infrastructure investment, I know so many people have talked about, have lived through, and I am grateful to our DDOT team, all of the designers and construction workers who have delivered this project to us. Please give them a big round of applause. The state of our roads is something residents care a great deal about, and we know that in fact. In the last 5 years, we have been very honored to transform the way we are delivering streets, roads, and alleys. With the Council of the District of Columbia, substantially increase our investment in that work. And in all 8 wards across the District of Columbia, be able to talk about how we're making our roadways safer, putting D.C. residents to work on these projects, and substantially increasing the life of these improvements. And it makes sense. Every part of our city wants to be able to get around and to get around safely, regardless of whether we're driving, biking, scooting, walking. We need our roads to be safe, which is why when I first took office, we set the ambitious goal of having all of our roads in a state of good repair by the year of 2024. Back then, we had 11 bridges that were structurally deficient and still waiting to be replaced or repaired. Today, we only have 4 left in that category. That's good news. It's good news. So with this Monroe Street project, and it's actually good news that I learned about in this huge meeting with Jeff and his team, our DDOT engineers that have responsibility in all 8 wards of the city. So with this bridge, it's really emblematic of that work. We invested $12.7 million in replacing an 87-year-old bridge, fixing sidewalks, bike lanes, and adding a traffic signal, undergrounding the power lines. You like that, right, McDuffie?
I do.
I know you like that. Updating the landscaping, and it has the added benefit of leading into this wonderful community supported development that we see around us. We wouldn't be able to do any of this work without the council having stepped up and committing to us. And I'm going to ask them to commit to this again this year. Don't trim the budget. Just little trims over the years. Before the council member got on the council, there was always a little skim here, a little trim there, and over years that compounds. And when that compounds, you can't do the type of alley-palooza work we've done. Get rid of structurally deficient bridges, add bike lanes and other safety improvements. So with the consistent and robust funding that we have been able to maintain, we can get this work done. So with that, I want to introduce your council member to talk about this project. I know he wants to talk about this traffic light that has been long advocated for. And then we will hear from our DDOT Director, Jeff Meridian, and I can take a few questions. Councilmember McDuffie.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is such a great morning to be in Ward 5. It's a little chilly outside, but not too chilly to join everybody here to celebrate this great day. Aren't you all excited to have the bridge back? Yeah. We want to thank Mayor Bowser, Director Meridian, and his entire team, all the engineers and everybody who worked on this, and all the residents who really advocated for this for such a long time. Let's give you all a round of applause. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's exciting because obviously the traffic light is great. The signage is great. We've got bike lanes in both directions. We've got a more meaningful connection to the Metropolitan Branch Trail. And then we're connecting these 2 wonderful neighborhoods of Brookland and Edgewood to the market, to Monroe Market, and all the stores and retail that's here. And so it just really is a great project. And these are the sorts of investments that we need to maintain. And I can't speak for my other 12 colleagues, but we're not going to trim the budget for Ward 5 because we want to keep seeing these investments throughout our ward. And again, I just want to thank all of you who have seen this bridge, for years. And I'm one of them. 30 years ago, I was walking back and forth to go to school at St. Anthony's, and we've come a long way from there. This bridge looks great. I kind of missed the mural, so maybe we can talk about that at some point, but it's great to have this coming through the way that it does today. This is a great job, Madam Mayor, and I really appreciate all the work that you all did about this. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Councilmember. Thank you. Director.
Great, thank you. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to be here in Ward 5 this morning. Thank you all for being here to celebrate the completion of this beautiful bridge. We wouldn't be here today if it weren't for Mayor Bowser and her leadership and commitment to fixing our infrastructure in the District of Columbia. Let's give the mayor a round of applause. It is because of that commitment that we were able to complete this critical safety project among so many others across all 8 wards of the district. I want to also thank Councilmember McDuffie for his continued support of the work that we do at DDOT to make our transportation system safer. And I want to make a special thank you to all of our neighbors, residents, and businesses for their patience and continued support of this project as we advance through construction. And thank you, of course, to our A&C commissioners.
It's usually better when we do it, but okay.
Thank you, Commissioner Amin, Commissioner Chiolis, for being here and for your continued leadership and support here in the community. 4 years ago, this bridge was literally crumbling. And as the mayor said, with this project, we replaced an 86-year-old structurally deficient bridge and brought it into this century with new sidewalks, bike lanes, a new traffic signal, and many other elements that we know will keep families and residents of Ward 5 safe. The construction was a collaborative effort, and I want to thank our chief engineer, Dawit Molna, and his team. We have Ali Shakiri, Aiden Sarabi, who are here, and all of the men and women who performed the construction work. This is one of the many important safety improvement projects that we have happening in the Bowser administration across all 8 wards of the District of Columbia. It is a reflection of our commitment to Vision Zero. Please follow all of that work and all the progress that we're making on our website, Monroe.dc.gov, and through all of our social media channels. Thank you again. Mayor Bowser.
Thanks, Jeff, and thanks again to our team. And we're happy to answer a few press questions first, and then if there are any community questions. Questions? 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 Yes.
Thank you. I mean, the bridge looks fantastic. Why are now protected by those? Do you have an answer?
Yes, we will. Thank you.
What? Do you have?
Yes.
When? How?
Well, thank you for that question. Yeah. So the question was sure. The question was about whether or not we'd be adding flex posts to the bike lanes, and yes, we will be at. Yes,
He
that's
just
correct.
answered you.
Thank you. Yep.
Okay.
So as we complete all of the final elements over the next month or so, that will be included in the work.
How many months are we talking about?
We can get you details.
We'll get you the details, but before the end of the year.
So you will be putting flexi posts for the bike lanes before the end of the year, is what you're saying?
He just said that. Any other questions? Yes.
Councilmember McDuffie mentioned repainting the bridge. Do you guys have any details on whether we can do that?
I think he mentioned a mural.
Paint is required to do a mural.
I'm sorry?
I meant a mural, yeah.
Did you mean a mural, or what did you mean?
So making the new part of the bridge look like the old part of the bridge. with paint.
Okay, no, I don't have that plan, but I'm happy to talk to the council member about the addition of a mural. You bet. All right, thank you, everybody.